Hey guys, I've had people asking me for a while about how to look up GIS surveys online. If you're in any kind of reasonably funded state or county, you should be able to get this stuff online. If you're in a very poor state or a very poor county, it may not be online. You may actually have to go down and look it up in the county. So you start here. So here we go. Harris County, Texas GIS survey. All right, let's search that. All right, click on that, and you'll come up with a map that shows your county. All right, then you have to figure out where you want to be. Now you can look this up by account number, by the property's owner's name, or the physical address. I'm not going to do any of that today. I'm just going to sit here and play around. Let's see. Let's see. Beltway 8. 59 is there, right here. Let's go find Homeland Security's, what was Homeland Security's building. It's going to be right here in this area. So I know the actual address is 4141, but I'm going to just play dumb and let's go find it. Okay. A little closer in. JFK is there. It should be somewhere around here. I don't want to do that. I'm going to change to the satellite. There we go. So here's 69. You can see the airport runways and stuff out there. Let's zoom in. I believe it's right there. Yep. Nope. Missed it. It's right here. Okay, it was leased to the government, to Homeland Security, up until a couple of years ago. And what happened was they got tired of people being able to walk up there and just take pictures. They didn't like that. Can't imagine why. The interesting thing here, okay, so you can see the perimeter here. See, these white lines are kind of light. You're seeing the green highlighted because I've clicked on that. Homeland Security has now moved out of this building, and I don't know who's in there. I hadn't bothered to look and see. Maybe I should. Homeland Security's moved to a secure building within the airport complex that you cannot get to. But it's kind of interesting here to see this property end there, because they use this entire parking lot here. Interesting. Okay, but you see how this works? You can put in an address up here in the search, find it that way. You can put in a property owner's name, you know, ExxonMobil, whatever. All right. So if I'm auditing here, I'm just going to stay out here by the street. And if you recall that video, I walked over here, right about here, and they came and told me I couldn't be there, that was their property. Now what they didn't know is I had already looked, and I knew it wasn't. Let's see if we can find something else interesting to look at here. Ooh, this looks, let's click on this. Yeah, alright, so here's something interesting. See how this property comes way back here? So you might want to walk in that area because it looks like there's a drainage ditch. They actually own the property back to there. You would be making a mistake that could get you locked up. And that's one of the reasons that I'm showing you this. And here's another good one. I remember this one because it had a stupid property line. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so see how this line doesn't go all the way to the end of that concrete? I promise you, their property line extends all the way to the end of that concrete. this layout here isn't 100% accurate. So you want to give yourself a little buffer zone. Stay close to the street, and you would be just fine. All right. I saw something once before when I looked over at this that was interesting. Let me see if I can find it again. Nope, not seeing what I'm looking for here. Doesn't matter. You get the general idea. So that's how you look up GIS surveys. All right. It's not difficult, and if you do it and do it right, it could keep you out of jail. Or at the very least, if you get arrested for trespass, could get your case kicked. Okay? Now there are times, and I'm looking because there was a place that I was going to audit over here that had a false, what I call a false street. Okay? And basically what it was, and I'm not seeing it, so I'm just going to lay it out for you here. Basically what it was the street was laid out and came down between the buildings like this and then dead ended, and then it took up again over here somewhere. Okay, that is not the property. Let me click on this. I'm not going to light up. It's not their property. It's not their property. It's a street. But I promise you, if you walk on this grassy area that would be here if this were the plotted street that doesn't exist, these people are going to say it's theirs, and these people are going to say it's theirs, and you're going to get the cops called on you. Okay? Always look. Always look and know for sure where you can be, where your boundaries are. Because, again, the whole point of this is to not go to jail needlessly. Now, if they come out and arrest you for trespassing on a public road, hey, that's their deal. And they're going to have to answer for it. But, and don't get me wrong, it can happen. It has happened. But the main thing, the most important thing, is to know you are in the correct place, that you are where you are permitted to be. And if they make an arrest, it's going to be a false arrest. And let's see, still trying to find that false street I was talking about. I'm not seeing it here. I'd like to show you what I'm talking about so that there's not a misunderstanding. But I do not see it. So I think now that you're educated, I'm going to leave you to it. Oh, here we go. All right, so this is a ditch, and I'm not sure. Let's click on it here and see if it lights up. Let me zoom back in. See, it does fall within their property. That's something else you need to be aware of. Just because you see a ditch doesn't mean that it's not somebody's property. So be very careful about that. But I hope you guys found this useful, and that you will put it to use rather than just going out and working blind. Here's another ditch. Let's see who this belongs to. Doesn't belong to anybody. There we go. Harris County property. Okay? That is public property. If it's not fenced and there are no trespassing signs, you are free to walk this area. Sometimes it'd be a good idea just to sit down and play with it, the GIS survey apps, and look at everything so that you understand how it works. And that's it. I hope you guys found this useful, and I will see you again soon. Y'all be safe.